Woke up and I'm laying on the money, pal. Got your bitch, she jaded. Counting money now. Woke up and I'm laying on the money, pal. Making money now. Counting money now.
Man, I'm really trying to fucking.
Hey guys, welcome back to another First C Sports video. Today we have a new segment we're going to try out. We're going to be calling this one the Real Deal Wheel Draft. What's happening here, as you can see on the screen, we're going to have one wheel that picks the division for the player we're going to choose, and then another one that decides the position for the player we're going to choose. So without further ado, Kyle's going to start us off. I'll be second, and Zach will go third.
All right, so first I'll pick the division. NFC East.
Okay, NFC East. Home of the Cowboys.
NFC East.
You better hope this isn't receiver, because all you're going to pick from is Amari Cooper and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, you're right about that. And then for this one, let's see. Oh my God. It's not showing up. Wide receiver.
Wide receiver, just like we said.
All right, so we're looking at the Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Redskins, and you need a wide receiver.
NFC East wide receiver. I'm going to go. Let's see. Looking at my rankings, I'll give myself old Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
Nice pick.
Yeah, definitely my number one, too. I would say Terry McLaurin right behind him there, but those are really the only two notable receivers with high value there.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, you can look at Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate or Rager or Deshaun Jack. Nothing equals the value that you're going to get with McLaurin or Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks like Mike's up next.
Give me something good, baby. First round. NFC North.
NFC North.
Right.
QB.
Quarterback.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, baby.
All right, well, this one is pretty simple for me. If you guys were watching our last video, I'm very high on the Lions this year. Chicago's a little bit fishy for me with Nick Foles and Trubisky. To be honest, I think it's definitely Foles' job to lose, but I'm not sure about that situation. I still love Aaron Rodgers. I still think he's the most skilled quarterback in the game. But if we're talking fantasy, I'm going with Matthew Stafford, without a doubt. And then the other choice would be Kirk Cousins there, but I have Kirk Cousins a little bit lower than Rodgers. So Matt Stafford for sure there.
You know, there was
Picks,
just
good
some
picks.
talk today about Rodgers talking about how unhappy, I want to say, he is in Green Bay. He had that quote, that was somewhere along the lines of, my talents aren't going to run out, but my tenure there might. So, it's going to be something interesting to watch moving forward. He could have the season of his life this year trying to prove it and shove it in the Packers front office's face, but we'll never know, I guess. So I like the pick with Stafford. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely agree as the team's Lions fan here.
Mm-hmm.
The resident Lions fan.
The resident Lions fan. All right, Zach.
Let's see. All right. Give me NFC South quarterback so I can get Teddy Bridgewater out of the way.
AFC North running back.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. AFC North, I'm looking at Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, and Browns. Immediately, I think of two guys here. I think of Joe Mixon with the Bengals, and I think of Nick Chubb with the Browns. Let me go to my ranking sheet real quick and see. I actually happen to have Mixon higher. I think that the receiving work that Mixon is going to get is going to outweigh the receiving work that Chubb is going to get because of Kareem Hunt being on the team in Cleveland. So I am going to go with Joe Mixon here.
Nice,
Great pick. Great pick.
Yeah, I think his PPR upside this year is just it's too good to pass up on.
With a
Especially
rookie
Burrow.
running back, he's going to dump down with the rookie running back or quarterback rather. So that's why I lean towards Joe Mixon here.
Nice. Round 2.
Let's run it, Snake. Zach, you're up again.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
AFC North.
North again.
Flex.
Oh,
Flex.
the possibilities.
That opens it up there.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah, running back.
Ooh.
Yeah, I might look back to running back, I think. If I can grab Mixon and Chubb, I think that's a pretty good one, too. Some of the other guys that I'm thinking about are probably Juju from the Steelers.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about James Conner with the Steelers a little bit. As far as the Browns go, Odell and Jarvis both have to kind of pique my interest a little bit, along with Nick Chubb, like I said. The Bengals, A.J. Green, that's kind of a difficult situation to put your thumb on. And Tyler Boyd maybe. And then in the AFC North, there's the Ravens with Ingram and with Hollywood Brown. I think that I'm going to go with Chubb. I think that he has the highest ceiling and the highest
Great pick.
point potential out of everyone that I just listed. I think that he's probably the most surefire thing for my flex spot.
It's interesting that you say that because I think Chubb would have been my first choice for AFC North running back. But to have him as your flex too.
Might as well get both, I guess, right?
Yeah, you have the opportunity to. Why not?
Exactly.
All right, Mike.
Exactly.
It's also funny, too, because those two backs are pretty much going hand in hand in ADP right now in PPR drafts. So
You're right.
that's
true.
a strong
and,
possibility from that 10 to 12 slot.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so I got AFC East.
And you already got a quarterback, so I'm re-rolling for you.
Okay.
Running back.
Okay, so AFC East, we're looking Devin Singletary, Jordan Howard. To be honest, Sony Michel is never the running back owned on the Patriots, especially in PPR leagues. And then Le'Veon Bell. So
Here and look, this might be the weakest division position.
It honestly might be. To be honest, I've always loved Le'Veon Bell, but his position right now on the Jets, with Adam Gase calling the playbook, he's not very well utilized for fantasy reasons. And PPR, it's kind of tricky. The two names I'm looking at is definitely Devin Singletary and Le'Veon. But for this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to snag Singletary here. I know Zach Moss, rookie running back, has joined the team, and they're saying he's going to take over that Frank Gore style for them that Frank Gore held last year. But I still think with no rookie camps and stuff like that, no preseason games, it's going to be a little bit harder for the rookies to get accustomed. So I still think Singletary owns that backfield. So I'm going to go with Singletary.
Nice choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have gone Bell. I think I like him so much more.
Okay.
But
the thing with
Can't argue
Singletary
with
is you know that there's going to be guaranteed rushing work there. He's the Bills just run that style of offense where I'm still not sure if they entirely trust Josh Allen throwing the ball down the field. So I think that Singletary is a pretty safe pick to get those carries. And it was a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? An outlier last year, I think, for Singletary with him not getting those goal line touches and not getting the end zone work. I think that he'll see that this year and he'll be a respectable RB2, if not an RB1.
Right.
All right. I'm up again. AFC West. Okay.
Ooh, it's our first trip there.
Wide receiver.
Whew.
Well,
Lots of choices there.
Yeah.
so many places. But, I think there's a clear winner for me. I got to go Tyreek Hill.
Yes, sir.
I think to be Pat Mahomes' wide receiver one, there's nothing that beats that. And to have him
Yes, sir.
to pair with old Terry over there on the roster, I'm
Mhm.
happy.
It's a pretty good one, too.
Definitely. Yeah, he's definitely the only wide receiver that has first round ADP right now. So I think that was a clear choice there. Good pick.
Kyle, being in PPR, did Keenan Allen cross your mind at all?
Can't say that he has. I think as soon as I saw AFC West wide receiver, my mind went directly to Tyreek.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Very fair.
AFC North tight end.
Tight ends.
Mm.
Well, I mean,
There's got to be a
obviously,
clear one here.
there is a clear one. There's Jack Doyle. Cleveland's got a lovely 1-2 with Njoku and Hooper. I like them. I really like Hooper this season. Couldn't even tell you who is it. Croft in Cincinnati? Are they even throwing to the tight end over there?
It's CJ Uzoma and
yeah.
I think it's Croft, and there's someone else there too. I can't think of him off the top of my head. He posted a picture with Joe Burrow today or yesterday.
I think I said Doyle. I meant Ebron. I was thinking my Indeed tight end. But the clear winner is Mark Andrews. I have him as my tight end one. I don't think any other tight end in this division can compete with him. So he's the clear choice for me.
Definitely.
Beautiful pick. Beautiful pick.
All right, Mike.
All right, let's go. I got my quarterback, running back. Hopefully I can get a wide receiver or flex here. Okay. Tight end from the AFC West. Ooh.
Hmm.
All right. So
I wonder who you'll go with.
So obviously the first name is Travis Kelce here. That's definitely who I'm going to go with is Travis Kelce. Another big name. I have Darren Waller as my tight end 3 this year. And to be honest, I'm honestly got to check my projections because the signing of Jordan Reed to San Francisco, I don't think that necessarily hurts Kittle in any way, shape, or form. I still think that Kittle could put up more yards and touchdowns that he did last year. But I just know that Jordan Reed being there and having that experience with Shanahan in Washington, I think that's going to carry over a little bit. I think that they use him a little bit. So I don't see any regression for George Kittle, but I definitely think that Reed gets a little bit of playing time and might chop away a little bit here and there. So I would consider switching Waller with Kittle, but for this draft right now, I'm definitely going Travis Kelce.
And with Travis Kelce, you just get guaranteed safety, really. Since 2014, he hasn't had below 115 fantasy points. That's 6 straight years of insane production, and he's only gone up. He went – go ahead, sorry, Kyle.
I was going to say, I think he's been the tight end 1 the past 3 seasons.
Exactly. That's hard to pass up.
You can't beat that.
Just to mention another name in there real quick, I really like Noah Fant this year too. I think late in drafts, I think he provides a lot of value. Obviously, this one we're shooting for the stars because we can get anyone who we want. But like if you're in the late portion of your draft, I really think Noah Fant has a lot of potential in his second year, especially with Drew Lock.
Choices.
Yeah, a lot of good tight ends in that division. With Hunter Henry, Waller, Kelce, and Fant.
Absolutely.
A lot of good talent there.
All right, Zach.
Let's see. Zach is sitting with Mixon and Chubb right now. Let's see what he gets.
AFC East running back.
Running back.
Running back.
All right. Well, I think I have to clean up with what Mike left here, and I think I'm probably pretty obviously going to go with Le'Veon Bell. I could shock the world and go with Jordan Howard, but I think in PPR, Le'Veon Bell is a little bit better of a selection here. So that's where I'm going to go, Le'Veon Bell, as my third running back of the draft.
Hey, not a bad start.
It's
bad at
not,
all.
for sure.
All right. For your next
But
pick,
hey, all it takes is a spin of the wheel, and you guys could end up with even better running backs than I have.
All right.
There's still the top 3 fantasy running backs out there on the board.
Yep.
well, Zach, you return to the AFC
Oh,
East. You
boy.
hit flex. So
It's-
we could
Oh,
either
man.
call this you picking a wide receiver or tight end, or we could respin.
Are we just respinning the right wheel or both wheels? That's the question.
Just the right one.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to lean towards my. You know what? I will take a tight end with this pick.
Ooh, okay.
All right. I am going to have clearly the weakest out of the 2 tight ends or the 3 tight ends that have been selected so far. But I'm going to do the unimaginable and take a Miami Dolphin. I'm going to take Mike Gesicki as my tight end.
Okay.
He is
Oh.
another one of my massive upside sleepers this year. I think that he has the potential. He laid the groundwork with Ryan Fitzpatrick last year. We saw what he can do. He's an athletic freak. If it didn't take him half of the season to turn it on, he probably would have been a top 5 tight end pretty easily. So I love the upside, and I think that that's where I'm going to go. And Mike Gesicki is my pick here.
Nice.
Solid.
Yeah,
solid.
lots of tight end question marks in that division too. I know Lacoste just opted out for the Patriots, and I know in New York they still have, I believe, Griffin and Chris Herndon down there. Both guys that haven't really developed a name for themselves yet, but definitely have high potential. And then also Dawson Knox in Buffalo, all young guys that do have a lot of potential. But Gesicki is definitely that would have been my choice too.
All right, Mike.
I liked what Knox showed last year a little bit with Allen. It was promising, and I think that he's going to build on it in a dynasty type format or something like that. I definitely would buy into Dawson Knox, but not here.
Right. Ooh,
All right, Mike.
South running back.
You get an RB. You get your second RB of this.
All right, so I got Stafford, Singletary, and Kelsey right now. So my RB2 is actually going to be better than my RB1 here. I'm definitely not even going to second guess this one. I'm going to go with Derrick Henry in Tennessee here. The only other name that I would consider is Fournette, but I definitely have Fournette ranked a little bit lower, and I have Derrick Henry in my top 5 this year. So I'm definitely going Derrick Henry here.
Not interested in Jonathan Taylor?
That was going to be who I mentioned.
Not as many are. I love Jonathan Taylor. There's been recent photos of him, his comparison to linebacker size, and the dude is pretty big. And he'll definitely be a workhorse back down there in Indianapolis. But, Marlon Mack is still there. They got some other pass-catching backs, and there's just a huge question mark, especially earlier on in drafts, to go ahead and take Taylor. But it's gonna come down to, we're gonna have to see it to believe it. I believe that situation is gonna be.
Fair. All right. Let's get my 4th pick.
Let's see, Kyle sitting with 2 receivers and a tight end.
NFC South.
Ooh,
Looks like I'm getting a flex tight end.
flex tight end. Okay.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'm looking. Couple options. I see Hayden Hurst in Atlanta. Kind of like him. Or big man Gronk in Tampa Bay. I think those 2 are probably my main options here.
How about Jared Cook?
Get that man out of here. Not a fan of him this season.
I don't blame you. I'm on board with that too. I think that he's old, and I think the luck is going to run out eventually.
I think he just I think he got lucky last year with all those touchdowns. I think
Mhm.
the addition of Emmanuel Sanders in New Orleans is going to take a bunch of those targets and touchdowns away from him.
Very true.
Right.
Yep.
Not interested. I think I'll go Hayden Hurst. I think he's what do I have him as? My tight end 9 projected, but I have him ranked as 11. I don't know. I like him. I like what Hooper did in Atlanta last year, and I think Hurst could totally build on that, if not do a little bit
Definitely.
better.
Yeah, definitely the potential is there for him. There's a lot of vacated targets from Hooper, so definitely a lot of potential there.
All right. And then for my next pick,
Would you be interested in a third tight end?
oh, no.
Let's see.
Ooh, AFC West.
Wide
Lucky
receiver.
me, I get to re-roll. I don't have another spot for a wide receiver. Come on, QB. Come on, QB. Oh my gosh.
I want you to take Keenan Allen, man.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
They really want me to take Keenan Allen. Come on. Okay. RB.
There we go.
Ooh,
Ooh.
this is an interesting one.
Okay. This is an interesting one. And again, I'm eyeing 2 guys, 2 men. I'm eyeing the rookie, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and big man Austin Eckler in LA. Ooh. Helaire gotten put into a beautiful situation with Damian Williams opting out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just in line for the workload. But Eckler, he showed up last year, and I think he'll do it again this year. And I think that's going to be my pick. Give me old Austin Eckler.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have Eckler as my RB6 and Clyde as my RB14. So we're close. Definitely 2 top options for me, but
Right.
Now, is there someone sandwiched in between them who might play for the Las Vegas Raiders?
sandwiched?
In between 6 and 14?
Do I have? No, I've got him up there at 15. Old Josh Jacobs.
Get out. So you have him pretty low then, huh?
It's that lack of passing work. I mean, yeah, he can definitely join and catch more receptions this year, but I don't see him playing to the level as a Eckler or Helaire this season.
Very
But
fair. Very fair.
he's definitely an option.
Yeah.
But I was
I currently have Helaire ranked above Eckler and Josh Jacobs, and I have Josh Jacobs just a little bit behind Eckler. I was seeing reports today that Gruden apparently wants Lynn Bowden, rookie, to get some quarterback snaps, and that just ruins everything, Gruden. You never know what Gruden's going to do. He loves his weapons, and I know he loves to get creative, so I really don't know what that offense is going to look like this year, and I don't know who's going to maintain their targets and attempts this year. So I probably would have done either Eckler or Helaire as well there.
Now, Zach, do you think you would have gone a separate way? Do you like big man Josh?
I think that in this format, I probably would have gone in the same order that you did. I know that there are some people who really, really love Josh Jacobs out there, but I think that Eckler and Edwards-Helaire both have so much higher receiving potential in a PPR format that you can't ignore that, and that's probably where I would lean to. But I do like Josh Jacobs. I think he's going to have a better season than he did last year, actually. Last year was solid. So, I wouldn't be upset if I had to get stuck with Josh Jacobs here.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mike.
Let's see. I need 2 wide receivers and a flex here. Ooh, my favorite division. And a QB.
Oh man.
Well, respin in there.
We spend that one. For the record, I would have gone with my man Dak Prescott there, but
Oh, you get a tight end flex with me.
tight end flex in the NFC East.
Ooh.
So, I'm looking at Dallas. They got a little bit of an underdog in Blake Jarwin this year. Evan Ingram in New York, Zach Ertz in Philadelphia, and the Washington football team. Why can't I put a name on that tight end this year?
I believe it's
There a
Jeremy
name?
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Okay.
I also
Yeah,
believe
Sprinkle.
they still have Vernon hiding.
Yeah.
Do they really still have Vernon? Wow.
At age 72.
The ageless wonder. Yeah, so NFC East tight end, I'm definitely going to go with Zach Ertz here. Every year, I really find myself holding myself back on Evan Ingram. I love the guy. He's a freak athlete. He just has the injury bug, and he just can't seem to stay healthy through a full season. So it's definitely Zach Ertz for me here.
It's a nice pick. I like that. I think that
Flex.
I think that Frank Gore and Vernon Davis might be having a competition to see who can outlast each other on the football field. Whoever's the oldest wins.
The oldest 49er.
Let's not forget
Yeah.
about old man Jason Witten there, too.
Yeah, Jason Witten, man. The three of them.
Did you guys see that picture?
Yeah, it was good
Oh,
meme
bro.
material.
Oh, yeah. All right, Zach.
So, Mike, just to really quick piggyback off of what you said about Evan Ingram, I was looking this up while we were talking there. Evan Ingram has only played 11 games, 8 games, and 6 games over the last 3 years. He's just not consistent in terms of injuries. He's played 25 games. He hasn't even played 2 full seasons, and he's been in three seasons now. This is going to be his 4th. So
Wow.
that's rough, That's really rough.
Mhm.
All right, so what do I got here, Kyle?
An NFC North wide receiver.
Ooh, I like those.
Ooh, this is nice. I like this one. All right, so we got – I think every team here has a shot at me picking their receiver. I think that the Bears have Allen Robinson, like his upside a ton. He proved that even with a completely inept Mitchell Trubisky last year, he can still put up 100 reception season. I think he came in at 99. He was 1 catch under 100. The Lions, Kenny G, that's my guy. I think that paired with Stafford, he's going to have a massive year. Devontae Adams with the Packers. Obviously, he's Aaron Rodgers' one and only, and Adam Thielen with the Vikings is the new sheriff in town with Diggs leaving. But I think that it's going to come down to Adams or Kenny Golladay. And just based off of the recent news we've heard about the Packers and about Aaron Rodgers and there's a little bit of trouble in paradise, it feels like I'm actually going to go with Kenny Golladay here because I think that Matt Stafford loves throwing him the ball, and even through David Blau and who was the other quarterback there? I can't even remember who it was at this point.
Jeff Driscoll.
Yeah, that's Jeff Driscoll. That's right.
Yep.
He was still a beast and a wide receiver 1. So I'm going to go with Kenny Golladay, hoping that Matt Stafford can stay healthy throughout the year and give him some monster numbers. So Kenny G is who I'm going here.
I believe.
Me too.
Honestly,
All right, so what do I
can
got
we-
for my next one here?
My bad. Can we agree in the NFC North that all those receivers won't make it out of round 2 in PPR format?
I think
That'd
it's
be
pretty fair to
incredible if
say.
they did.
I think it's fair to say. I think that Allen Robinson and Thielen are going to go right around that turn. So I think based on what
Right.
draft you're in, you could see them all off the board, or maybe some will linger into the 3rd round. But after the 3rd round, no way, not a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, you got blessed with an NFC South quarterback.
Oh
Ooh.
boy, I called this early in the show. I'm taking Teddy
You
Bridgewater. No, I'm only joking. So I'm looking at Matt Ryan, obviously Teddy Two Gloves, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady.
Hmm.
Ooh, these 3 quarterbacks might be giving Gore and Vernon Davis a run for their money with the age thing too. So, I love Matt Ryan just on a pure yardage touchdown potential, basis. He's kind of on this every 2-year curse where they're bad a year, then they're good a year, and by that measure, this is going to be an up year. But that's a little too subjective to go with. I think that Drew Brees is actually who I'm going to lean towards here. I know that Tom Brady has all the weapons in the world, and he's going to be in Bruce Arians' offense. But Drew Brees is probably going to be in his swan song season where he's going to ride off in the sunset. And I think he's going to go out trying to set records. I think that this is going to be a massive season for him and his passing upside potential. I think that he probably could finish as the number one quarterback, and that wouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Not to mention he has Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders now, and still he has Jared Cook to support him also in going for those yardage goals. So I'm going to go with Drew Brees here. And that is my quarterback pick.
Beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, something about that, I guess, sense of urgency for quarterbacks like Drew Brees and Ben Roethlisberger. It has me believing in them. Throughout the whole year, it's got to be in the back of their minds that this could be their last season ever. And I think that's, especially as a mixed athlete, that's definitely some motivation to leave the game with no regrets, no nothing. So I'm big believers in both of those guys this year.
Absolutely.
I think I would have gone Matt Ryan, but I can understand the Brees pick.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all in agreement that Brady wasn't the pick here?
I would say he wasn't the pick.
I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
He's tempting. Those weapons definitely give him a bunch of opportunity and to become a top quarterback, but I don't see it.
No, I think the age is going to catch up to him. I really do.
All right, Mike, you got an AFC East wide receiver.
Wow. All right, well, I need 2 wide receivers, so that's good. The bad thing is I really don't like this division for wide receivers. 2 names immediately pop out to me, Stephon Diggs in Buffalo and Devontae Parker in Miami. If I give my rankings a look here, I would believe I have them pretty close. I have Devontae Parker as my wide receiver 19, and I have Diggs as my wide receiver 32. So according to my rankings, I definitely am very high on Parker. The thing is for me is I love Josh Allen. I love what they're doing in Buffalo, especially adding Stephon Diggs should open up a lot for that team. But I'm more of a see it to believe it kind of guy when it comes to that. So I'm definitely going to go with Devontae Parker here and hope that whoever takes the reign at quarterback, whether it be Fitzpatrick for the whole year or if Tua ends up coming in, I have a lot of belief that Devontae Parker is going to be the main guy in that offense. And also, I remember, if I'm correct, Allen Hurns opted out today.
Yes, he did.
I know Preston Williams got cleared a day or 2 ago. So those are the 2 guys that should be pretty active in that offense too.
Yeah. All right.
I'm cautiously optimistic about the Dolphins offense this year. I don't want to say that put all my eggs in that basket, but I think that they could be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be all right. I agree. All right. I'm up, and I need a QB or a running back. All right. Definitely getting a running back from the AFC East. Ooh. Our favorite division for running backs.
AFC East. Yeah, you're left in shambles at this point.
Oh boy,
you're down to. I made fun of him earlier on with Jordan Howard. You're either down to Jordan Howard or Sony Michel. It looks like.
You know what? I'll go with neither of them. I'm gonna go James White.
Interesting.
That's.
I think. I mean, he's productive in PPR, so why not? If I had to choose the RB3 or third RB from the AFC East, I would totally go with James White. I think Cam Newton has shown that he likes to throw to the running back, and I know those numbers are totally skewed with Christian McCaffrey at running back. But I mean, he could be productive. He has been. I mean, he was Tom's check down guy past 2 years, and he's been killing it there. So I think if I were forced to pick another AFC running back, give me James White.
Definitely.
Solid. All right, so for this last round, I think we can clearly just say you're spin the one wheel and go with the division, because we all know what position we need to fill here.
Yep. All right, come on. Give me something good. Ooh, NFC South.
Ooh,
we already talked about this. We already touched on
Put your money
this.
where your mouth is.
I'm taking Matt Ryan.
There you go.
I think he's got Julio. He's got Hayden Hurst now. He's got Calvin Ridley, who's poised for a huge season sometime soon. The weapons are there. The new addition of Todd Gurley, who I'm in love with. He's got options. I think he'll have a solid season. He'll be a quarterback one. Not the quarterback one, but you never know. He had that MVP season. I think it's possible. He's got it in him.
I think you're right.
All right. Mike, you need a wide receiver. Let's see where he's from.
Wide receiver to top it off here.
From the NFC South.
NFC South wide receiver.
Ooh.
It's got to be one man and one man only.
Oh, yeah. No one no one grabbed Michael Thomas there, so that's as easy as it gets right there. Definitely wide receiver one, and it's not even close, so I was
waiting for you to say Robbie Anderson.
Clear number two.
Oh, man. The NFC South is just jam-packed with talent.
Yeah.
It sure is. It's a great division.
You got Julio, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin there. Lots of good wide receivers, and even DJ Moore there. So a lot of good wide receivers there.
Yeesh. All right, Zach, you need a wide receiver?
I sure do. Let's see what we get.
Three in a row. NFC South.
Wow.
All right. Well, as Mike kind of talked about,
tougher pick.
I think it is, because there's about 4 guys who are all in the same exact tier, but I think one of them stands out a little bit more than the rest, and I think that's Julio Jones. I think that's who my pick is here. I love DJ Moore in PPR, not just because he's a Panther from my favorite team, but I think that in PPR he's a beast. He's going to catch tons of dump down passes from Teddy Bridgewater. And on the Bucs, Chris Godwin is going to be about as locked and loaded of a wide receiver one as you can get. And Mike Evans has that risk because we don't know if Tom Brady can still go down the field much at all. So, I think that Julio Jones is going to do what Julio Jones has done forever. There's a reason that he was, voted the best receiver in the league by his peers. He's he's just a maniac. He's a freak when he's on the field, and he's a perfectionist too. Everything he does, his routes, his attacking the ball, everything is just fantastic. And I actually think that he's going to see an uptick in touchdowns this year. Usually that's one of the drawbacks against him, is that his touchdown totals are low. But I think that this could be the season that we see him jump a little bit. So that's who I'm going with here. I'm going to take Julio Jones to round out my team.
Nice. It seems like my pick and your last pick, Zach, were probably our best players.
I think you're right. That's the way it goes, I guess, huh?
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes the draft. I think we have some pretty good teams here. We're going to put a poll down on Twitter later for this video. We're going to have you guys go ahead and vote which team you guys think is the best out of these 3. And we're going to try to get some content out to you guys at least once a week here before since it's draft month and before everybody starts drafting. We'll try to keep up with the content here. So without any comments, do you guys have anything?
Yeah, Mike, I'll ask you, why is Zach's team better than both of ours?
Why is Zach's team better than both of ours?
I think it's
Um,
because he got the benefit of not having a tight end at flex. But
That too. I don't know though because I think both of my tight ends are definitely top
great
10,
point.
if not top 5. So it kind of worked out for me there with the tight ends.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Zach does have a solid team, so we'll see what you guys think later on when we post this video. We'll see what the
definitely
viewers
will.
have to say.
Make sure you guys follow us at First Seed Sports on Twitter and look for other videos on our YouTube channel.
yes, sir.
All
Thank
righty.
you.
I think that's it for today. We'll catch you
Thanks
guys
for
later.
watching, guys.
See ya.